Headline, NBA executive, Grizzlies Ja Morant, not quite as good as public perception. Remember what I was saying earlier about like we could be GMs? Sometimes I'd be sitting around saying to myself like, man, I wish I had the knowledge that these people got. They don't be knowing nothing. Like they so many people, I tell people all the time, just because somebody got a job don't mean they're good at it. So this was an executive that Tim Bontemps, these probably say Bontemps or Bontemps, but anyway, he polled a survey of 15 scouts and executives, and they ranked Ja Morant as the second most desirable young point guard to build a team around behind Luka Doncic. This was the quote.
Okay.
It's weird to say this, but I don't think Morant is quite as good as his public perception. If you put Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who I love, by the way, on that Memphis team, he could potentially be doing a lot of the same things. It's like, maybe not. I know Memphis was good when Ja was hurt, but why would somebody think that Ja Morant, in a word, if you want to narrow that down to a word, overrated? Not quite as good as public perception. Like, what are you watching?
Well,
bro, what are you watching?
I guess, yeah, but okay, what's the public perception?
That he's an MVP in the making, that he could be on an MVP ballot, that he is a superstar, that he's potentially a transcendent player. That's the public perception. Somebody, an NBA executive, I would love to know at what level, because I would love to find out who it is and be like, we no longer require your services here. Well, if you think Ja Morant ain't as good as his public perception. And I ain't even really here to debate Ja Morant. I'm just saying there are people at high levels in every walk of life who don't know what the hell they're talking about. And add this anonymous executive suggesting that he's a product of the system. You want to talk about something that grinds your gears? That grinded my gears, and I said it. I'm like, wow, this person's employed by an NBA team, saying that Ja Morant is just lucky to be in Memphis. So anyway, that was all. I wanted to bookmark it with that, or not bookmark it, bookend it with that.
Scouts and executives, and you don't know. This is a first-year scout, and sometimes, and this happens in football at least. Sometimes the first and second-year scouts are tougher on players than the veterans, veteran scouts, because they're just trying to prove themselves. And they hate everybody because they're judging against perfection, as opposed to knowing that every player has a little something, a little area where they are weak or area they can work on. So sometimes those younger scouts are unreasonable. Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.